And so E-Man takes it up the wall, trying to get over to Colorado's side, gets it around 2, and then Shim demos him. J-Claw keeps it over the side, E-Man's there, hits it over, and J-Claw hits it up, and just about gets a shot opportunity, but B-Rock was there to save it. E-Man hits it off his side wall, and Cakes gets a demo on J-Claw. E-Man's there, tries to demo him, demo him, and Cakes just misses and demos Vierlo. E-Man hits it around 1, just floating middle, could be a shot opportunity. B-Rock was there to stop that from happening, and now B-Rock's trying to take it back to Concordia's side. Shim gets kind of an aerial touch, but still floating a little bit on Concordia's side. Now they keep it over in the corner of Concordia's side. And now it's a 50, and Cakes demos one Concordia player, but still no one on Colorado's side was there to block it, so it just rolled. Oh no, it was an own goal from Shim. So now it's tied 1-1 with 1 minute and 20 seconds. And so it's floating middle. J-Claw just kind of keeps it, or Vierlo just keeps it middle. Shim keeps it over onto Concordia's side. J-Claw grabs some boost, tries to area it over to Concordia, or to Colorado's side. Cakes hits it around Concordia member, and J-Claw tries to hit it, and it's still floating around. Colorado misses that as it floats middle in front of Colorado's, or Concordia's goal. E-Man gets it around B-Rock. B-Rock kind of waits for Cakes. Cakes hits it, but a Concordia member was there. And so now B-Rock follows up his touch, and so now it hits back down. Cakes waits for it to bounce. It's a nice booming hit. Vierlo just misses. E-Man gets a nice booming hit with only 5 seconds to go, with still being tied. And so it will sit there into overtime between Concordia and Colorado. Vierlo hits it towards middle. Shim gets a dribble. Gets bumped a little bit from E-Man. J-Claw hits a nice soft touch, but I think he was thinking that the Concordia player was there. Gets the save from Cakes getting a shot towards goal. Vierlo contests that quickly to not let anything happen from that shot, or from that hit. E-Man tries to get back for it, but B-Rock was there to hit it, gets a shot towards goal. J-Claw gets a save. Cakes doesn't get the touch he wanted, so he can't really do much with that now, and that's a shot from Vierlo. So the second game goes to Concordia, so it's tied up 1-1. It's tied up 1-1. So we will be right back with Game 3. Neither team I see is really lacking in pressure between these two games, so we'll kind of see if this third game produces as much action as the rest so far. And J-Claw gets a shot towards goal, just about goes in goal, but B-Rock was there. Vierlo gets it around 1. B-Rock takes it over to their corner, and Shim tries to pass it back to B-Rock, but wasn't able to. Vierlo gets a bump on a Colorado player. E-Man gets a shot towards goal, but Shim is there to block that. B-Rock keeps it out of their corner. J-Clock gets a shot towards center. Vierlo kind of chases that back, gets a little bit of a pinch. Kanks was there to try and get a demo on a Concordia player, but wasn't able to. J-Clock tries to hit it towards their corner, but E-Man was there to save that. Cakes gets the shot on goal. E-Man has to save it there. Cakes gets another shot on goal, and there it rolls in. J-Claw just wasn't able to turn around fast enough. He kind of, I think, he flips forward and runs right into the wall of the goal. So just a little bit of an unfortunate event there, which the first goals for the third game goes in favor of Colorado, but J-Claw gets a shot on goal, and Vierlo gets the pass. It's a good 50-50 to start off. Vierlo was kind of cheated up to get the next touch, and it was kind of a three-way play from Concordia to get their first goal of the third match. Just kind of floated to middle, but no one on Colorado's side was able to capitalize on it. J-Claw kind of aerials it over to Colorado's side. B-Rock hits it towards middle. E-Man blocks that. J-Claw takes it, gets it around Cakes. Shim was there to hit it back down to Concordia's side, and no one on Concordia was prepared to block that. E-Man gets a little bit bumped from Vierlomeister, as they kind of bump into each other, as the 50-50 just kind of happened that way. So a little bit of an unfortunate event. No one back on Concordia's side. E-Man gets back, now takes it over to the right side, hits it downfield. E-Man gets a demo on Kinks. E-Man gets a shot on goal, but B-Rock was there to save. Gets a centering pass. Vierlo takes it. Shim gets a demo on Vierlo. And so right now all the pressure is really on Concordia as they try and battle through this to create some pressure onto Colorado's side. Vierlo gets a little soft touch, and Shim was there. J-Claw just misses it, and it's just going to roll in. So Shim gets the third goal, or gets another goal added to Colorado's score. And so, kind of goes in favor of Concordia. J-Claw hits it off the wall. E-Man's there. J-Claw just kind of waits for, kind of misflips. And now Vierlo goes. E-Man gets some boosts, misflips. J-Claw hits it over to the right side. Vierlo gets some good pressure. And J-Claw goes up for it. But just touch from Colorado's side. They keep it over the corner. E-Man gets this touch to keep it onto Colorado's side. J-Claw keeps it over to that side. It's just kind of hanging around in that side. J-Claw gets a bump, but E-Man wasn't able to shoot it towards goal. Vierlo gets a shot on goal, but B-Rock was there. E-Man flips forward and kind of throws himself out of place there. And E-Man just misses the ball, and that's the fourth goal from Shim. So Shim's created all these scoring shots from Colorado in this game so far. And so now we'll see if Concordia can get another shot or another goal to make it a little closer. E-Man just is able to save that. Cakes gets a shot toward or on goal. Violo takes it, dribbles it downfield. Cakes tries to hit that off his wall. And so Violo holds off, or E-Man tries to hit it back downfield. No one on Colorado's side, so this could be the second shot, and just off the side, and B-Rock is there to stop, or to get out of harm's way. And so now Concordia has to defend, and now they go back onto offense. Misflip from Jacob as he doesn't have any boost, and no one back on Concordia. So first goal for B-Rock of the fourth match. With only 8 seconds left, it's not looking too promising, but we'll see if Concordia can get a goal to get going for the next game. And so we're just, and there it touches as Colorado wins the second or the third match, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back with Game 4, as Game 3 had a lot of action with shots towards goal, as Colorado had more pressure in the third game, and they're so far carrying it into the fourth game as they get their first goal with only 4 seconds off the clock. And so we hope to see Concordia change their game style to create a little bit more pressure onto Colorado's side. And so E-Man kind of waits for it to act on it as he waits. Oh no, Vierlomeister. Sorry. Vierlomeister gets the stop to get it towards middle as Colorado bump into each other, and that creates the first shot opportunity for the fourth match to Concordia. Really good shot from Vierlo, and Shim wasn't able to get up fast enough to block that. B-Rock tries to dribble it into Concordia's goal, and so Concordia is starting to get the pressure back towards them. They just kind of need to take it or get it out of their goal area, as it looks like they are doing so now. B-Rock gets a demo on Tacy J. Vierlo gets a shot towards goal, but Shim was there to save it. Shim goes up for this to get it out of out of center, so no shot opportunity was able for Concordia there. J-Claw hits it back downfield. Shim hits it off the corner, a little bit too strong, as nothing can really amount to that for a shot opportunity on Colorado's side. Cakes tries to get a demo on E-Man, was unsuccessful, and so then E-Man tries to save that, but no one on Colorado's side was able to touch it. So Virlo takes it back, or takes it towards Concordia as they're trying, or as Colorado, as they're trying to create some more pressure for Colorado to make mistakes. And Virlo takes this kind of slow, tries to get it around one. E-Man hits off the corner, tries to get a hit towards, or shot towards goal, but Colorado member was able to stop, or to block that. Virlo takes it up the wall, wasn't able to create much out of that. J-Claw gets a shot towards goal. Cakes was there to save, and Virlo hits it up off the wall to stop the pressure from that. J-Claw stalls it out there on the side, but Cakes is there just to hit it across the net as fast as possible, so Concordia couldn't get there in time to create a shot opportunity, and that is the second goal from Colorado in the fourth game, as Shim gets a pass to Cakes, and Cakes was there to get a little redirect to kind of slow the ball down, so Concordia member wasn't able to touch it. And so now E-Man hits it off the wall. Virlo goes and hits it off the backboard. E-Man hits it up off the backboard. J-Claw goes for it, and Shim was there to save that. It gets around E-Man, or the ball gets around E-Man, and now it's just floating middle of the field. E-Man, or Virlo gets a redirect and just wasn't fast enough. Shim was able to save, was able to save that. B-Rock gets a shot towards goal. J-Claw gets it around one, gets it around two, but just quite wasn't able to get around three, and Concordia player was not prepared. Shim's trying to look for a demo on E-Man, but was unsuccessful. E-Man tries to get a 50-50, keeping it over to Concordia side. Gets a pin. Concordia players get pinched to take it back over to Colorado's side. Virlo waits for it, and so then E-Man goes for it. Kind of floating middle, still in a danger spot, and there is the second goal for Shim in the fourth match. Cakes gets a good pass to Shim, and Shim was able to aerial up to get that in the left corner of Concordia's goal. Cakes wasn't able to get the touch he would like to hit it towards the middle. Virlo takes it downfield, trying to create some pressure, and B-Rock blocked that to stop that. And shot towards goal, and it is another goal to B-Rock, as that is his, or no, that is his first goal. Sorry about that. It was Cakes that got the other goal. So it's up 4-1 in favor of Colorado, with only 12 seconds left. Shim gets a shot towards goal, hits it off the backboard. J-Claw was waiting and was prepared to hit that off their goal. Now it's only 1 second left, or 0 seconds left, and there it drops. So that will be the game. So that will be Colorado Mesa winning against Concordia White. So we have another game starting at it will be Concordia Blue starting at 8 o'clock against NTC White. So we'll be back to watch that.
Overtime!
All right, we are hopping in with Game 2 of CUNE Blue against NTC White. As NTC gets their first, the first game goes to in favor of them, and so now we're seeing if CUNE Blue can get their first game to make a game last a little bit longer. So now it goes down off the wall of NTC, and so Georgia tries to get it or touch on that, and Beastin gets bumped, so Nut gets the shot on goal. And I'll just call him E, bumps Beastin. So first goal goes to NTC. TCJ gets the shot towards goal, and Georgia gets a shot towards goal, but E gets a shot. Nutmeg, or Nut, I should say, sorry. Nut gets a shot and gets the second goal as E passes it to Fritz, and Fritz passes it to Nut. It's kind of a little bit of a odd play there, but it worked in favor for them, so now Georgia gets a good touch, hitting it over to over the side. TCJ gets a demo on NTC. E hits it back down toward field. TCJ gets a demo on E. Nut tries to get it center. And TCJ hits it downfield. TCJ tries to hit it center, but kind of pinches it up over top the goal, and Concordia wasn't able to do anything for that, or to create the pressure to do anything for it. Beeson passes it over to Georgior. Georgior tries to aerial, just about gets it in, gets a shot on goal, and TCJ and Beeson kind of get a little bit of a miscommunication there. TCJ is trying to figure out what he can do with that, but lets it go for Georgior. Beeson hits it over to the other side. TCJ hits it back over to NTC. Beeson gets a shot towards goal. TCJ was trying to look for a bump or demo, but just wasn't able to. Meg takes it downfield. TCJ gets a good shot, but runs out of boost and wasn't able to get a shot towards goal. Beeson gets a shot towards goal, just about gets it, or gets a shot on goal, and Nutmeg was there to save it. TCJ is trying to stop that. Beeson goes for a little bit of a miscommunication there. Georgia hits it downfield onto NTC. TCJ might get a shot on goal, but just wasn't able to redirect it in the way of the goal. TCJ hits it back towards NTC's white side. Beeson, it's just kind of getting more pressure onto NTC right now, as we'll see if NTC can hold off the pressure and turn it into a offensive pressure onto NECC. So far, it's switched back over. Nut tries to get it centered. George takes it, dribbles it, tries to get it around one. Beeson gets a shot, and a little bit of a double commit, but kind of worked out in their favor, as I think NTC was unable to do anything because they had no idea which way the ball was going. So that is their first goal with Beeson there, and that's going to go in. So Nutmeg gets his second goal with up by 2 in this third game. And I will need to change the dots so you know what game we're in, because or no, this is the second goal. Never mind. I forgot that the first game went into overtime. So this is their second game with 40 seconds left. TCJ hits off the corner. Wasn't strong enough to hit it center. Georgia gets a pinch up above the wall, gets another hit for himself. TCJ hits it off to the sides. Georgia's there, but wasn't able to get the redirect to get a shot on goal. TCJ gets a shot on goal, just about goes into goal. Just about goes up into the top right of the top right of the goal. E gets a demo on Georgior. Beeson passes it over to TCJ. TCJ wasn't able to do anything, and NTC get their second game. So we'll be back with the third game. Alright, we're back with game 3. And so far, so good. TCJ hits it over. Nutmeg gets a flip reset, but wasn't towards goal. Frizz gets a shot towards goal, but wasn't counted as a shot on goal. So, Nut was trying to get a demo on a Concordia player. Beeson takes it over to NTC and hits middle. Beeson saves that from Fritz. And Georgia didn't get the hit he would have liked. Fritz gets a shot towards goal. TCJ gets a save. As Nut gets a demo on Georgior. Beeson gets a redirect to hit it center, potentially getting a shot on goal, but not strong enough, and E gets a save. And so now gets some pressure onto Concordia as Georgia hits it down to TCJ. TCJ just misses that to project it to go forward towards NTC's goal. Georgia tries to hit it center, just misses as Fritz is there to stop that. Beeson gets a good hit, could potentially get a double touch, just misses. Very close. And Nut gets a demo on Georgior. Nut's trying to find another demo. TCJ has no boost, but still contesting, as he should. Beeson gets a demo on Nut. TCJ tries to take it out of the corner. E hits it over to the other side of CUNE's goal. TCJ hits it out of center. Nut just about redirects it in his own goal, and that rolls center, which TCJ is able to get a shot on goal. So the third game starts off with CUNE to lead this third match. Beeson may have another shot opportunity. Quite couldn't get the redirect he would have liked. And Fritz gets a redirect to himself. And none of the CUNE players were back to contest that. So far 1-1 in game number 3. TCJ gets a shot down towards goal, but did not count as a shot on goal. Georgia tries to hit that center. Nut takes it downfield, tries to dribble it around TCJ, and Beeson just was able to save that as NTC player tried to score that. Fritz, he's over to the left side of Concordia. And so now Nut takes it off the wall, tries to air dribble it, tries to get a flip reset, does, but it does not amount to anything. And so TCJ gets a good pass, Beeson's there and gets the shot. So that will get CUNE back in the lead. Really good pass from TCJ, and Beeston was there to capitalize. So really good pressure so far from CUNE, as you see in the leaderboard. A little bit of a missed hench from Georgior. Beeson takes it downfield, gets it over one. Beeson tries to get it on, shot on goal, but wasn't able to touch it. And so far it rolls up, and Beeson's there to hit that out. And so Georgia gets a shot on goal, and E just barely is able to save that. TCJ gets a demo on Nut. And so it floats center. TCJ waits for it, hits it back downfield, and now is chasing that. Gets a pass. Beeson just barely touches, or just about touches that. Gets a redirect. Georgia goes back up for it, and was not able to make contact with the ball. But CUNE's got really good pressure onto NTC as Beeson gets his second goal of Game 3. Really good pressure from Concordia. I feel that the pressure for Game 3 has really turned in their favor, and that's what created them to potentially win this third game to let this series go or last a little bit longer. Beeson tries to pass it over to Georgia, but Fritz is there. TCJ goes over it, and E was not able to score that goal to make it 3-2. So Concordia gets their first game of against NTC. So I'll be right back with Game 4. All right, we're back with Game 4. We'll see if CUNE can keep the pressure up as they did in Game 3 and keep the momentum as Game 3. Georgia gets a redirect, and it's just kind of rolling center, and no one on Concordia's side was able to finish it off. So Georgia takes it or dribbles it back, and E gets a shot on goal, but TCJ's there to save that. Beeson gets a good touch to stop that, and Nut and E bump into each other there. Beeson tries to hit it off the wall, but TCJ has to chase that over to the corner as the bounce did not go in favor of Concordia there. And so TCJ tries to take it downfield, and Beeson keeps it over the corner. Beeson takes it downfield, air dribbles it, and Fritz is able to stop that. And so Beeson may get a shot towards goal. Georgia just about gets a shot on goal, as TCJ dribbling it downfield with no more boost gets bumped, so now he's going back, and so Georgia hits it, tries to hit it center, but was unable to. Beeson tries to get a 50-50 off. Nut tries to get it around TCJ. Beeson keeps it over to that corner. Beeson trying to air dribble with very little boost. Georgia's rushing back, as it looks like he does not have much boost to work with either. And so Beeson takes it up the wall, tries to get it center, get a really good touch, and there it is. No one on NTC's side was back to contest that, and Nutmeg was in a bad position. So TCJ gets the first goal of Game 4. So far so good, as Concordia has kept that pressure and that momentum of Game 3, and now it goes back tied with Nutmeg getting their first goal of Game 4. Fritz gets a really good 50-50 to start the goal, or to start the game right as TCJ just as well. TCJ gets a shot or a pass. Beeson tries to read it off the wall and was unable to, as a NTC player was there to block that. Georgior's the only one backs up off or backwards to try and get it out of the center. TCJ goes up for it, but just was a little too fast, and NTC player, or I think it was Friends, gets a bump on Georgior, but no one on NTC side was able to capitalize on the shot opportunity. So Beeson gets it, or keeps it over to that corner. Now taking it towards the offensive side. Georgia gets a pass. Beeson has no more boost, but still tries to get a shot opportunity to create some pressure. Now it goes up. Beeson gets shot away out of goal, as no one back, I think, on NTC side. So that is the second goal for Game 4. Really good pressure from Concordia, as they kept it from Game 3, as well as their momentum. So we will see if they can hold NTC from another goal to win, for them to win the series. But as a 50-50 starts off this next game, TCJ gets another shot on goal, as no one on NTC side was back to block it. So now Concordia is up 2-1, or up 2 in the fourth game. TCJ and Georgia kind of bump into each other there, as Beeson follows that up, waits. Nutmeg tries to pinch it to the ground to project it over to Concordia's side, but was unable to. Georgia tries to take it back over to NTC side. Nut stops that, and so Georgia may get a shot on goal, does, but Nut gets a save, as they kind of had to rush back to save that. So taking it downfield onto the left side of the field, Fritz gets a shot, just about a shot on goal, but was not registered as a shot towards goal. Nut tries to fake out some Concordia players, but was unable to. Beeson gets a free clear, as no one back on NTC side, but he gets turned, so he was not able to do anything about that. As no one back on NTC side, so they're rushing back again, and that just creates more pressure from Concordia, because it makes more mistakes. As now Beeson just kind of dribbles and gets bumped out of the way, so he could not get his another goal. So that will be game number 4 in favor, or tied 2-2. So we will go to game 5. Alright, getting started with game 5. This is the end all to see who comes out as the winner. TCJ hits it downfield, and so now Nutmeg tries to get a shot towards goal, but TCJ demos him as the ball just rolls over to the corner, and Nutmeg air dribbles it, and Nutmeg gets a demo on TCJ, but Beeson's there. No one back on NTC side, and Beeson gets a touch, which was a little bit unfortunate for Jorjor. So Beeston gets a 50 and just kind of stalls out there. Beeston's running out of boost, and that is their first goal from Fritz to get started with game number 5 to NTC side, NTC side. So we will see if Concordia can get that, or to get game 5 tied back up. Jorjor takes it up the wall, decides he doesn't want to take it up the wall, and tries to get it to hit it around on the ground. And Jorjor hits that, get a booming clear onto NTC side, and he gets it off the backboard, and NTC was not able to read that, or the NTC player was not able to read that, which TCJ just hit it underneath to get a bouncing goal. So they got back tied in game number 5 to create this match between these two teams a little bit more interesting. Nut saves that from Beeston. Georgia gets a tries to get a backboard hint. Beeston and TCJ kind of go up for that, and Georgia 50-50s it in the middle, which just kind of stalls out, and Beeston was not able to get up high enough to block the shot, so it is E's first goal of game 5. 1 goal difference in game 5, which is not much of a challenge for Concordia, as if they play their cards correctly, it will be back tied. As Beeston does get a shot on goal, and so it becomes tied again. And Georgia gets a really good 50-50 to hit it up off the backboard and right to Beeston, which Beeston was able to aerial up to shoot that onto goal. And so Fritz gets it around TCJ. Beeston hits it towards the middle of the field, but onto one side. TCJ is kind of waiting into goal, waiting to see. TCJ passes it to Jorjor. TCJ, I think, was trying to shoot it, but he hit it a little too far, and that might be the second goal, or the third goal. And TCJ gets on the board 3-2, so I am pretty sure. Oh no, Georgia is the only one that does not have a shot or a goal in game 5. I thought all Concordia players had a goal to their name in game 5, but Georgia just hasn't had the opportunity to have the shot go in his favor, so we will see. Beeston hits it downfield. Nut gets demoed Nut gets a demo on Jorjor. E gets bumped, and Nut gets a demo on TCJ. And Beeston hits it over, tries to get it off the wall, and almost a shot opportunity, as it could have rolled up off the corner and in. And so Concordia takes it downfield, gets Jorjor and TCJ kind of bump into each other there. Jorjor hits it downfield to keep it onto NEC side, and just about a shot opportunity, but Nut was able to hit it back onto Concordia's side. TCJ takes it down to Concordia's side and make it a shot opportunity, but was unable to. Beeston hits it up off the wall, double touches it, but was not able to read it was not able to get the right touch to send it into NTC's goal. And so, just kind of floating towards middle onto Concordia's side. as now it goes back over to NTC side. Fritz takes it down to Concordia side as Georgior is looking for some boost, but the ball is there, so he creates up more priority, but it was unable to be blocked as E gets a pass to himself. Then Nut kind of bumps E into his pass to himself, so that ties it back up with only 49 seconds left. So Georgia gets a pass. Fritz gets just enough of a touch to block that. TCJ just kind of floats it into the center, as now Concordia is going back. Georgia stops that. TCJ goes up for it, and now it's over onto NTC side. Beeson hits it over to the corner. Beeson gets a shot towards goal, but off the backboard. And now we're just entering the 10 seconds as Georgia gets a desperate save, as it has not touched yet, and there it is, into overtime of game number 5. So Beeson takes it downfield onto NTC side, and kind of rolls center. Georgia goes for it again. TCJ keeps it over onto NTC side, bounces up at a good angle, but TCJ wasn't able to get there, and it was a really good save from Nuts, as Concordia could have had a shot or a goal. And so now TCJ hits it towards middle, as Beeson now hits it further downfield, getting another touch. Nut gets a save on that, and a little bit of a miscommunication there from NTC's team. Beeson hits it up and is now going to try an aerial over to their goal, but was unable to. And now it's floating towards middle, and no one on NTC side was able to create a shot opportunity. Fritz keeps it over to that corner. Now Nut hits that, and it's just kind of staying onto the corner, as that might be a goal, and it has not. So it's still got some really strong pressure from NTC side, as CUNE is trying to fight through and get it out of their corner to take some of the pressure off. As so they have done so. Gets around 1, gets around 2, pass, and double touch from TCJ, as game number 5, or as this series concludes, as CUNE gets the game. Really good double touch from TCJ there to clutch the game for Concordia. So we will, I think, be back for Wednesday, or on Wednesday. So come back for some more Rocket League. Bye.